I've had literally crazy anxiety. I can't stop. I'm not wearing the taller shoes.
Nobody expected this. The Angels came back. Gigi, Bella, the flashbulbs, the feathers, the glitz. It felt like 2018 again, except for one thing. Kendall Jenner, missing. Not backstage, not in the audience, not even a whisper from her usually predictable schedule. And the internet lost its mind. So what really happened to the quietest Kardashian-Jenner sister during the Victoria's Secret comeback? By the end of this story, you'll see why Kendall's silence might be the loudest statement she's ever made. The Victoria's Secret show returned, rebranded and repackaged, promising empowerment instead of outdated perfection. Gigi Hadid and Bella Hadid floated down the runway, TikTok lit up with nostalgia in real time. And fans noticed something strange. No Kendall.
Where was Kendall? Many are wondering, and rightfully so. I mean, look at her comment section. Will you return to the Victoria's Secret fashion show next year? We missed you at the show. Now, from doing some digging online, it says apparently she isn't doing many runway shows currently and did recently speak about expanding her home design ventures.
Remember, she was the VS Golden Girl, the bridge between old school supermodel glam and new age influencer fame. When she walked, the crowd didn't just cheer, they documented. So when she ghosted the show completely, fans started typing, "Where was Kendall?" faster than PR teams could refresh. Some said work conflicts, others whispered burnout. A few thought maybe she was just done being part of the spectacle. But Kendall's story with Victoria's Secret has always been a mix of glitz, control, and quiet rebellion. Back in 2015, Kendall made her VS fashion show debut in New York. It was her arrival moment. She wasn't just Kim's little sister anymore. She was an angel. Runway lights, wings taller than her, cameras flashing like fireworks. That debut cemented her place in fashion's new royalty. She wasn't the loudest or most outrageous, but she was strategic.
Everybody's got a problem.
Yeah, I think that's the common misconception. It's like we're all human and we all feel
and it
everything.
sucks that people judge when, how the could you be anxious?
How hard could your life be,
when you're pretty, you have money, you have a great job. Yeah, great.
Yeah.
I have all those great things on paper.
Yeah.
Kendall mastered the art of being present but private. Appear, slay, disappear, repeat. Over the years, the VS stage became one of her signatures. The 2018 Shanghai show was iconic. That pastel fantasy bra was historic. But fast forward a few years, and both the brand and Kendall had changed. In 2025, Victoria's Secret tried something bold, a nostalgic relaunch. The Angels were back, but now it was about inclusivity, storytelling, and emotional connection. Gigi and Bella returned, making fans nostalgic for that 2016 golden era. And everyone assumed Kendall would join the reunion lineup. She's literally part of that same trio. Except she didn't. No press release, no cryptic Instagram, just nothing. It was the silence that did it, because when you're part of pop culture royalty, silence feels like a statement. Then came the theories. You know the internet, give them a mystery and they'll turn it into a mini-series. TikTok detectives mapped her movements. Wait, she was in Paris the same week as the VS show? Did she unfollow the creative director?
How old were you when your anxiety started?
I think I was about like 8. From what I remember, but I thought there was like something physically wrong with me. Like I made my mom take me to a heart doctor and a lung doctor and a brain doctor and all these people because I thought something was wrong.
One user claimed she was filming a campaign for FWRD, her own company. Another said she was quietly protesting the brand's past controversies. None of this was confirmed, but the intrigue worked like gasoline on fan engagement. Within 48 hours, Kendall Jenner versus show was trending. People weren't just gossiping, they were decoding. Here's the thing, Kendall's career shift didn't start this week. She's been pivoting for years. From 818 Tequila to Moon Oral Care to her creative director role at Ford, she's been quietly trading the runway for boardrooms. She's said in interviews that fashion weeks drain her and that she values peace more than press. So maybe her no-show wasn't rebellion, but recalibration. When you're building an empire, you pick where you show up. And right now, she's showing up where she owns the room. Of course, it wouldn't be a Kardashian-Jenner story without a little family chatter. While Kylie's launching Kai and Kim's landing Sports Illustrated covers, Kendall's been the low-key sister. Her piece is her brand.
The last place she did walk was the L'Oreal Paris Fashion Week show. She also walked the Schiaparelli show. So we'll see, but Kendall, we miss you. I wonder what the reason is.
Some fans call her the anti-Kardashian. She doesn't chase cameras, she dodges them. That dynamic adds tension. When your family thrives on visibility, choosing invisibility feels revolutionary. The whispers said she's distancing herself or that she's over the family machine. But maybe it's not distance. Maybe it's balance. Let's talk about what's actually confirmed. Fact 1. Kendall was in Europe the same week as the VS show, attending a private art event and meeting with Balenciaga executives. Fact 2. She shared zero VS-related content online. Rare for someone who usually amplifies runway moments. Fact 3. She's spoken openly about her anxiety, especially around large events. So while the drama circulates, the truth might be simpler. She protected her peace. Sometimes the most empowering move is not showing up at all. Imagine the pressure. You're born into fame, you grow up watched, and you become a supermodel by 20.
With me, and at that time too, like, people didn't really talk about anxiety the way they do now. I never knew that that's what that was until later in life, being like, oh, that's what that was that whole time. And I had no clue.
Every runway, every photo, every caption becomes public property. Kendall's talked about the weight of expectations, that constant need to be the calm one, the put-together one. Maybe her no-show wasn't a snub. Maybe it was a boundary. Then came the turning point. During the same week as the VS spectacle, Kendall was photographed in Paris. No wings, no crowds, no chaos. She was at an art gallery opening for a female photographer she'd previously supported. Simple black outfit, glass of wine in hand, laughing. It felt like a parallel universe. While the runway celebrated glamour, Kendall embodied grace. The moment went viral. One tweet said, "Everyone's on the runway, but Kendall's living her own show." That's the power move. No press release, no shade, just a subtle message. She's writing her next chapter off stage. As the dust settled, fans started reevaluating what success means in this new era of celebrity. Maybe the goal isn't to stay visible, it's to stay centered. Kendall's absence became a conversation about boundaries, mental health, and evolution. Even fashion insiders admit her quiet brand pivot is genius. While others chase the spotlight, she's owning her narrative. She didn't just skip a show, she changed the definition of showing up. In the end, Kendall didn't vanish. She reemerged on her own terms. Maybe that's the real runway of 2025, the one where you walk for yourself. So, what do you think? Was Kendall's no-show a career move, a personal pause, or something we won't fully understand until later? If you love a little fashion mystery with your morning coffee, hit like, subscribe, and join us here on Starside Chatter, where we spill the tea, but always keep it classy. Maybe Kendall didn't skip the runway after all. Maybe she just learned how to fly without wings.